Hey guys, Mr. Bone here again, back in the Bone Studio, the main studio, and with my quarantine haircut today. How about that? Just got that yesterday. Mrs. Bone was busy doing haircuts yesterday. Um, so what's up this week from the 13th to the 17th? I'm going to first of all talk about Edgenuity and the progress that you should be making at this point. I think Edgenuity thinks you should be about 11.3% done with the class as of today. Now, in the video that I put out with the Edgenuity, I recommend that you try to get one of the sections done each week. So that's not going to keep you exactly on that percentage, but it should keep you certainly out of the red zone. So if you get more than 5% off from where Edgenuity thinks you should be, you'll notice that your progress will be marked as red. So just keep somewhere out of the red zone. If you stay within that 5%, that probably is still going to get you roughly one quiz a week, one unit a week, one lesson, whatever you want to call it, so that by the end of the year you are done with all the stuff that I assigned for you for that. um, some of you I know are ahead. Some of you aren't anywhere near the 11.3% yet. You go at your own pace. I'm just telling you to, by the end, you want to be done. And if you want to be done by the end, you have to stay out of the red. So try to keep up on that. I will be putting in grades. For instance, where I think you should have been last Friday, I will wait until this coming Friday and then start putting in grades for that. So I'll give you sort of a week leeway and then I'll start putting in grades. So um, make sure you're kind of keeping up on stuff. Keep your grade also in the passing zone. So it's not just the matter of getting done or getting through the material. You need to be passing the material. So you want to stay out of the red in progress and you want to stay passing in the grade. And again, that's 60% or higher is passing. So make sure you're keeping there. Anything, don't worry about having to get 100%. Just you want to know the material. You want to get the material down pat so that you know it for next year when you go on. Um, Office hours. So now that your teachers are all going to have posted office hours, let me just explain a little bit what that means for me. Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 to 11 a.m. I will be available online to answer instantly, or I can only answer one person's instantly, I guess. So you'll be next in the queue to get your question answered if you email me during that time. That doesn't mean that that's the only time you can ask questions. We're still available to answer questions during school hours. So I'm probably not going to answer something at 10 o'clock at night. But if you ask something during the day, I'm checking my email. As a matter of fact, so far since we've been off, I've pretty much been sitting in front of my Chromebook during school hours nonstop. So it is a pretty busy process. I know it might not seem like it's something that would take very much time, but I know all the teachers that I know of were probably putting in as many hours doing this as we usually do in a school day. So we're still here. We're still available. Try to catch us during school hours and all that kind of stuff. But that 10 to 11 is specifically a time set aside for you guys to try to get instant answers. Okay, so keep those in mind for me. I believe those are supposed to be posted somewhere soon in an undisclosed location that I can't tell you about. So hopefully somebody tells you where that is. I want to try something out today during my office hours. What I'd like to do is from 10:30 to 11, so halfway through my office hours, I'd like to post a Google Meet code so that any of you who want to get a live chat, you want to get into a meet, you could do that. And we're going to see how it goes. Now, potentially that would be over 100 people if every one of my students wanted to jump on at the same time because it's 6th and 7th grade. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Anybody I know of who does a meet, like even the elementary teachers where they only have 20 kids, they get less than half of them who can actually get on. So I don't think we're going to have an issue, but that's why I want to try it out. And I want to do it about halfway through so that it doesn't take up the whole office hour time for people who have questions, just in case it doesn't work. It could be a total fiasco. It's tech. We'll see how it goes. And I want to see how that goes for future times. Now, if it turns out that this is the best thing ever, then, I'll do it 10 to 11 Mondays and Fridays. If it's not that great, maybe I'll do it once in a while for those who like it or need it. But if it's not effective, I'm certainly not going to do it just because it's something cool and new. Okay. So that's kind of what we're looking at for this week. Keeping up on Edgenuity. Look at your daily progress. Make sure that it says, where you're at. Now, if you get behind in a red zone one day, you work on it a few extra minutes and get back into it the next day. It is still set up so that you can do it at your own pace. Keep in the passing area above 60% in your grade, and 10 to 11 o'clock Mondays and Wednesdays are my official office hours, but you can contact me anytime. And at 10:30 today, look in Google Classroom. I don't think I mentioned that. Look in Google Classroom for your code. Yeah, every time I say Google Classroom or Google Meet, my Google Homes go crazy. I don't know if you heard them. Nope, see, here's another one. So I'm going to have to fix that so they don't keep saying that every time I say the word. But check in at 10:30, check in the classroom, get the code. And if you don't know how to use Google Meet, that could be something you start asking me at 10 o'clock, I guess. Otherwise, I will see you guys later, and enjoy your week after today's windstorm. Hopefully everyone's still in the same place. You didn't get blown away. And the rest of the week looks like it's supposed to be at least partly sunny. Let's go with that. And decent weather. Other than that, have a great day.